Oh, we've got Oregon as a pick. We've got Cafe as a pick now. That's a bit of a surprise. Team One do tend to ban that one out. But everything else going largely as planned. So we've got Oregon, Cafe, and Coastline. So I wasn't a million miles away. I can live with that. I've got 2 there.
This is set to be a great day.
And the big problem for MIBR here is they don't have an awful lot of access. Souls is going to be cut down and he's going to drop the diffuser outside of the double window. That is almost certainly round over here. It should be Team One clutching this out from here on in. MIBR have got to get in there and they've got to try and find kills. They will be unable to as Reduct goes absolutely wild, taking down Cyber. Do find the trade, but it's going to be too little too late as the kills rain in. A triple coming in at the end there. Falls for Leapox and Reduct managing to shut down. That was a 3k for Reduct on the round, I believe.
At this point, MIBR, of course, a little bit more funneled. With the way they want to play it, they need to group up and aggress in together. Uses the lifeline for the entry, but it's not going to matter. The shotgun not only gets one, it picks up both of the kills.
He's like a cornered animal, Jackie, and he just comes out absolutely swinging. Look at him. There's absolutely no moving the man. That's the 3rd kill on the round with the shotgun this time. It is MKing that goes down, finds himself a 4th onto Souls. If we have a look over stage 2, he was plus 17, Jackie, with 40 entry kills. Absolutely huge. Now, Reduct coming out once again and getting that opener this time onto Souls. But I've just got to question a little bit what was going on from MIBR playing so blatantly into that kill. However, they have managed to sneak themselves inside of Laundry and get that diffuser down and active. And right now, we've got an absolute bloodbath ensuing. Kills raining in on both sides. The only piece of information you desperately need to know is that it is 3-2 in terms of man count. In the advantage of Team One at the minute, but that's a big kill from MKing. A huge double and a triple! MKing goes wild at the end of the round. Not only gets the diffuser down, but shuts down the kills as well. He's showing the sort of form he showed us. He's holding 2 up on stairs, using that Toxic Babe utility fantastically well to burn time, although that's a little bit of a slip up there. I think that was a peak that didn't really need making. And it's
peek back out and get 1 kill. Here comes Cyber as well. We've been waiting until we get an opportunity to see this duo pop off, and it seems like round 8 is their opportunity. In a 1v3 with 6 seconds left, gets dropped. His body, quite literally bodied, onto the bomb chassis, as Bullet will take him down and continue on what has already been an absolute warpath. Peeking in towards the stairs could be a deadly mistake to make for Raps, though. If he starts to scale the stairway, he'll be left in a coffin. From the angle that's just being held by MKing. Diffuser's going down. He actually wins it on the contact, though. Overthrows him, takes the peak, and now gets locked into Mortal Kombat. Wide swing out with the SMG. That's a pivotal frag to pick up, though, from Cameraman. It denies the diffuser to him, and they win the round off the back of it. They had no idea.
Again, they're looking to certainly put some moves onto Team One, and that's exactly what MKing is going to do. He's going to slam the man down and shut him out. 5 versus 3, 40 seconds left to go, and we've got a huge play from Cyber, and Bullet gets in on the party. It's the duo that we've been waiting for, Jackie, waiting for them to really take off, and that's exactly what they've done there. Of course, the flames will spill out and doing damage. Out comes the Nitro, will be unsuccessful. They know exactly where the man is. They try to challenge, but there's a team kill that could be terribly timed. Out goes the Selma Gadget to take down the shield. He doesn't know that there's a man on the tight angle. Raps gets 1. Can he get a second? No. Shut down as a trade, but Reduct steps up with a trade himself and gets the round back on the board for Team One. 7 apiece. Jackie, we're going all the way to 15. To Bullet, MKing taking big damage as well, but health has been taken from the side of Team One. Kills start to rain in on both sides, but Team One find themselves a big advantage. 4 versus 2.
The spam of bullets coming out from Souls. He does a lot of chip damage onto Raps and leaves him relatively low. Caught on the doorway, though. That's all it's going to take to shut down Cyber. Nitro Cell is the last ditch attempt, while he's being pushed from every which angle. He'll go down to Reduct, the man that started off the game so well. It's a fitting end that he's the final frag, as he'll be able to get the adjustment and lock it down. Team One pick up the first map, and it looked damn good, Tim. It went to OT, but off the back of a single team kill, this is the outcome we get left with, where Team One take Oregon.
Great start for Team One. As I said, both teams coming into that map unbeaten on Oregon in stage 2. So ultimately, that history had to change for one of them. Valkyrie rounding things away there. But
no frags found just yet, Tim. There is actually a cascade of kills coming in, though. As soon as I say that, there's 14 seconds left, and it's a 4 versus 2. It's down to Falls and Felipox. Can the double Fs somehow pick this one up and clutch it? It looks likely, especially when Falls is pulling out shenanigans like this. Just gats his way through Bullet and leaves it all on Cameraman. Trapped on the stairs, stairs, running up with the shotgun, gets locked into one engagement, he'll hit it, turns round, 1v1, it's all down to this, he finds him through the wall, and somehow he's only gone and done it. Cameraman clutches out the opening round with a sick 2K with Big Papa Pump.
And MIBR continue to keep the pressure on with a big double from Cyber. Finds himself 2 on the run out. M-King will be shut down. Right now, Team 1, they must be reeling Jackie Raps. He gets downed. He does, of course, have the option to last stand. He might actually get to do that as Lukid manages to get him with a kill onto Souls. I think he will be successful in doing so. So that is his gun back on the board, but shut down by Bullet. 2 versus 1 now. Lukid's got it all to do.
What?
Here is a man who can do it. He shuts down Bullet. He knows he's gone back into sight, and that is great use of his gadget there. He's going to peek around, but Lukid manages the headshot. 1 versus 2 clutch to bring Team 1 back into it, and a message has just been sent.
He played him like a fiddle, Tim. If they're going to go, it needs to be soon. Smoke canisters being dropped, but the smoke will quite literally be dropped. So will M-King. There's a further frag from Reduct as well. MIBR has cascaded down to just 2 men in a matter of seconds. A miss on the close range engagement as well for Cyber, as it's all coming up 1. It's left on Bullet in a 1v5. Close peek on the stairs. Guillotines Reduct and looks for more. Can't get anything else though, Tim. There's not enough fight left in him, as Philippe will frag him out. The Zofia comes in clutch through the peak on the window, and this will go the way of Team 1. And already we see Raps falling down to the ground. That's a nice connection to find as well. Glory coming out for Glaz here. He then gets blown away by the Nitro that lands on top of him. Another gut shot found there for Philippox as well, cutting M-King in half as the trade's back in from Cyber.
MIBR certainly in the driving seat, as you say. They've got full health across their 3 operators now. That's going to be a few HP lost as Lukid finds the head of cameraman. Cyber finishes, falls off. 30 seconds left to go, but only 23 for Lukid to do anything about this. He will need 7 seconds. He's going to get onto the diffuser there. He just comes away from it. He's trying to bait Cyber into a push, but he doesn't have any choice but to stick it. Cyber shuts him down through the softball. Looking to get those entry kills, and again, Bullet is going to be the one this time to find it onto Falls, who's just completely unaware of the man on the mining window. Now that's a nice flick shot from Raps to get the trade, and in comes Cyber.
Glass scope at least going to be benefiting them as well as they can peer through it. Oh, the peek from behind the pillar. Lukid, he had the angle, but it all goes wrong as Cyber gets the first. Then the follow-up comes in from Souls on the glass with a clean-up kill through the fireplace. Tim, it's looking like MIBR. Sights being the key part here for the glass though, as he'll drop the smoke and peek in through the window. M-King and Cyber get a frag apiece, and it looks like, Tim, MIBR have their victory within reach. They're so close to picking this one up, splitting the series 1 map apiece and taking us to the 3rd and final decider. Raps in the retake though comes in strong with a single frag with the Alder. It's up to his teammate to provide some success though, and there's none there. It has to be a 1v4 clutch off the back of Raps, the sole survivor for Team 1, and he gets pounded. Cyber from miles away unloads on him and cleans up with a final kill. That's the way it's going to go, as it will be a victory for MIBR. They split the series 1 map apiece.
Perfect map for MIBR there coming in. What a time to really get yourself an advantage by winning 7-3. Look at how we stand now. Team 1 have had a hard-fought overtime win on Oregon, and then the other map has gone heavily in favour of MIBR. Valkyrie and Mirror a little bit more expected.
He's so low, so you can use him as a tool to trade potentially, or just to hold an angle and try and get a bit more with a big advantage going into the final 50 seconds.
Diffuser going down. M-King just dips away from it. A challenge possibly made onto him. Now a good couple of kills coming in from Reduct and Lukid, and that leaves MIBR all alone with just M-King left, and he is closed down very quickly by Team 1. What a nice collapse from them at the end. It never really felt like MIBR were in full control.
Looking for a good position to attempt to do some damage later on. On a quick rotate though, this is a bold move to make. Reduct really going for a wide stride. As he leaps out, there's no opportunity for a trade either. There's the Mozzie roam that's been building up this entire time.
This was how it was always going to go, Jackie. It's going to be back and forward. We're almost certainly going to overtime. It wouldn't surprise me. So as a minimum see 12 rounds, and to see that extended by a further 3 again would be absolutely no surprise. Look at the crossfire established on Falls there. You just saw all those bullet traces coming in from 3 different directions. MIBR much better better this time around at closing down those roamers, establishing crossfires. And Raps, he's still just operating out in that main lobby, and they need to be very careful. Bullet is going to lose his life to the man, but M-King starts getting that diffuser down once again. Cameraman with a big double, and Cyber gets in on the action as well with 1 for himself. Now then, Raps, he starts fighting back from the main lobby, 2 versus 3, and could they find themselves in the same situation where not dealing with those sort of semi-roam players comes back to bite them, but big damage is done. Raps, however, manages to find himself another 1 versus 2. Philippox on low health brings it back to 1 versus 1, but Cameraman third on the round finds the only bullet that matters as he puts Philippox into a shallow grave and protects that diffuser. 2-2 on the scoreboard.
Looking towards the front door, does get contact and fires out. Commits to the pre-fire as well. Peeking into the second, had a good read. He knew Raps was there, but it doesn't matter. His block has been knocked off and he'll drop down to the floor. There's a follow-up frag that comes out from Cameraman as well.
35 seconds left to go, and there is a lot of time here. Reduct, however, he will take big damage. Cameraman shut down on the jump out, doesn't manage to get the kill.
He's slowly winding up. He's getting ready to at least give it his all-star attempt. Ready for the pre-fire, but unfortunately can't win the encounter. Raps hitting the shot faster and more aggressively will secure that one for the big sledgy boy. And we're getting very close to the point where there is no room to turn back. There's no slowing down, though, when it comes to the level of aggression we're seeing from Team 1. They charge in, Tim. They blow the doors off and just keep on running. It's looking like the Italian job, as they're taking more than just doors at this point. They're looking to net themselves some frags, but they're not getting any.
We know how aggressive MIBR can be, and they are always well prepared for that tactic being used against them. Now, Falls just holding angles from that blue bar window. He knows that there's a man playing inside a Sunrise, but won't be able to get the angle onto Bullet. Souls, he's going big so far this round, gets himself another.
Right now, they are isolated. They're trapped in 1v1s, and they win them, Tim. The wide swing out from Raps, he guillotines the first. The follow-up from Lukin is sickeningly smooth, as the Ash will raise his opponent and drop him down to the ground. They have to do something bold soon, and that shot is disgusting. The connection from absolutely miles away, that will serve up another frag in favor of the attackers.
Now, Bullet looking to see if he can get an angle in through the sunroom there, just to anything towards security. Reduct moves in with a kill onto Souls. The diffuser's going down from Philippox here, and things are falling apart quickly for MIBR. They're going to be in a position, Jackie, where there is no more mistakes to be made. Lukid hits Bullet on the drop down, despite being beaten to the punch with the bullets raining in on him. Bullet just cannot find his man, and ultimately
the grip is slipping. At least in the meantime, though, they're hitting some sickening shots. Cameraman with a clutch of a shot that might just keep them in the game. At this point, you're left with a 3 versus 1. It's all on Philippox to find victory here. If he can clutch this, the quick flick on the close engagement wins out against Bullet. Tries to find the follow-up as well. Dancing around the broken hole, but it's not enough. Cameraman comes in, swinging to victory with the SMG, as Cameraman keeps the dream alive for MIBR.
Back off the door frame and onto the aqua balcony, and just brings away from him pushing aggressively in there.
They're going to keep this game going and take it to overtime. Raps has other ideas in mind, though, utilizing those nades perfectly to force them out of position. 2 kills in a matter of seconds. They look for a third, and they will grab it as well, as Philippox will be saying, G36, see you later, Souls. They win the whole damn shebang as they walk away, winning the opening quarterfinal, sending MIBR down to the lower bracket and progressing into day 2 of the major. Team 1 have won it.
Team 1 have gone one step further than they were able to in August. They've come out and shown us the team that we knew they could be. Scrappy games it takes to be a champion, and they've just won what could be the king of scrappy games there.
How you doing, brother?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good, man. I can only imagine you're probably a little bit relieved and quite a bit chuffed after that.
Oh yeah, they surprised us on Cafe. We kind of knew that since Glass got patched, someone was going to do it, and I think from all teams that are playing the major, MIBR was the only one that I think was going to use it, and we kind of we didn't expect it, so that was a mistake from our side. So I think we could take the Cafe side, but you know.
I just want to ask about. Sorry,
still be right now. Yeah, just please nerf Glass, please. That
I just want to ask about the map veto, Bodega. Coming in, there was a choice for you guys to pick Cafe or potentially to pick Clubhouse, and you went with Cafe. But obviously, you had that win in stage 2, 7-3 against MIBR on Clubhouse. Was there a reason you didn't want to take them there? Because obviously, it didn't really seem to work out.
Well, I always, when I make the map picks, I wanted to pick Oregon, so they picked first. So we had Clubhouse and Cafe to pick. So I asked the players, "Why do you guys want to play it?" And they asked for Cafe, so I just picked Cafe.
That's fair enough. Obviously, it didn't really go the way you wanted it to. In terms of the third and final map, though, it was a lot better. Coastline, really close, though. It felt like for a while there, Bodega, there was potential that we were going to be going to another overtime. In terms of just how the team was feeling, did it look like everyone was a bit shaky coming into that map, or were you still pretty confident you were going to be able to get the win to close down the series?
Come on, man, it's Coastline. We feel pretty comfortable in this map, We know everything that everyone can do in this map. We feel pretty comfortable on most of the rounds. When the first half was closed on 4-2, I just knew that we were gonna win the 5 attacks because it's Coastline, We win the gunfights and we win the game.
Looking forward towards tomorrow. Obviously, that big semi-final coming up against the winner of NIP and Liquid. So, is it straight back into the books now, Bodega, watching the match and planning for tomorrow, or is it a little bit of rest for the players?
We're gonna watch the game, of course. I think the players are so rested from the second half of the season. We kind of had some extra time since we got the early qualification to the major. So I think we are pretty rested for the major, and we're gonna prepare the game for Liquid or NIP. We're gonna watch it and do the counter strats and everything.
I did want to ask as well, Bodega, just in terms of out of NIP and Liquid, which team do you want to play more? Is there any drive where you're really looking to get into the server with Liquid, or would you prefer to play NIP?
Yeah, we prefer to play Liquid. I think our game works best against them. But I really want to play against NIP. They're the best team in the world right now, and I want to beat them.
You want to prove it? I can't wait. I'm excited, man. We'll hopefully get to see if that happens tomorrow when we bring you back.